So for this last InDesign video, we're going to be creating this layout. We're going to do a couple things where we do wrapping text like you see here and getting some fonts and doing some cutouts. So let's get started. We'll go ahead and create a new document. And we're going to change this to inches, 8.5 by 11. Make sure it's portrait, 2 pages right here, and click create. First thing we're going to do is add our guides, and we'll just go ahead and do the same as last time. 3 by 3. Make sure you check margins right there, and then click OK. Then we'll put a black rectangle right here. And we'll do a red one right here. Turn the stroke off on this one. All right, now if you want to, we can lock those layers. So let's go ahead and open up our layers, which are right here. If you don't see that, just go to Window, Layers, and click on this. And then we're going to open it up and just lock these two with these next to the eyeball buttons. All right, next we're going to, let's go ahead and add our image frames. So we're going to have an image right here, and I'm using the image frame, not the rectangle. And then right underneath that, let me make some room. We're going to have a little text box right here, which we can go ahead and just fill with placeholder text. I would suggest setting the font size to white first, and then type, fill with placeholder text. And then we'll just take these with Shift, select them both, or put a box around them. Use Alt to make a copy. We'll get those. All right. Next, let's go ahead and add our text boxes here on this side. So I'm going to create a text box here to here. Type, fill with placeholder text. And now I'm going to make that smaller. And then hit this plus right here to make it continue on over here. And then let's select this text. You can click on it really fast. It'll select all of it. And then we're going to set this paragraph to justify. And that'll kind of push the words across so we get this nice square. If you don't see that, click on these 3 dots. And what we want to have next is we're going to change this drop cap so that the first letter of each paragraph is going to be a little bit bigger. So you can just set that to like 2. Yep. I actually kind of didn't want that to I only wanted that to occur on the first line. So actually let's set that back to 1 on the rest. So just on the first one. All right. Next, let's go ahead and do the text box over on this page. So I'm going to create a text box. Let's go all the way over here and type, fill with placeholder. Down here on the bottom, I'm going to say cheeky monkey. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to put cheeky here. And then I'm going to select this text and make it really big, maybe like 100. And then I'm going to push it over to the right by clicking on this Align Right button. Let's go ahead and duplicate it. And I'm going to make this one align left. We'll type in monkey. And if your text box is not big enough, you can always just pull it over a little bit bigger. Oops. Okay. Next, we're gonna change the font here. We're gonna use a font that we get on Adobe Fonts. So let's go ahead and go on here. Go to Adobe Fonts, fonts.adobe.com, and sign into your account. and then choose Browse All. And then I looked for a rough font, and I'll choose a different one this time, but I chose Brush Tones, but I'll go ahead and do Brush Up. Click Add Family, and then you need to open up your Creative Cloud app. Remember the name of it. So this is called Brush Up. So it should pop up right here. I'm not seeing it right now, but you want to click on the F button right here, and there it is, Brush Up. So I click Install Family. And now when that's done, when I go to InDesign, that should appear. So let's go ahead and select this text box, come over here, type in BRU. Oops. Let me erase what's there before. BRU, Brush Up. Do the same thing over here. Brush Up. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and get our image in here. So I gave you the image. This is going to be something you can download on the assignment. And for this one, you could probably just drag it in if you've downloaded it. And I'm going to just put it, I think, right here. Scoot it over. And if I resize it, you'll see that nothing really happens. But if I click on it again, it gives me this orange square, and I can use that to make it a little bit bigger. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a text wrap on it. So go to Window, Text Wrap, and we're going to choose this third option, wrap around the object shape. And then down here under Type, set it to Detect Edges. That didn't work. Try Alpha Channel. And then I'm going to hit the up arrow right here to make it just a little further away. And then if we select this text box and we set it to Justify, it'll push right up to that edge right there. So let's hit W and see what that looks like. So the image of the monkey is pushing the text away from it. Now we just have to get some images here, and for this I just use Google, so we'll do the copy paste thing. Copy image, and I'm doing it on this one because I want a bigger image than just a little tiny thumbnail. Come over to InDesign, click on this to select it, and then paste into. And then you can click your frame fitting button to get it right where it needs to go. Let's do that again. Copy image. Click on this, paste into, and frame fit. And finally, okay, now what are we missing? This little monkey right here. So that's another image that I gave you. So I'm going to take this guy, bring him down. And then I'm going to right click on him, transform, flip horizontal, and then I'm going to rotate it a little by just going just outside the square. If that happens to you, you can always just resize this. Remember, if we click on the orange, that's the actual image, and then the blue is the actual frame. So put the monkey so he's like hands on the Y right there. I think I had all of this a little bit lower, like that. All right, there we go. And that is the end of this one. I think we got it all. I think I made that one a little bigger. That's fine. Okay, thanks for watching. Good luck.